And I want to ask you a question. Do you know anyone who looks successful, appear to have the things that a successful person will have, but yet it looks like they lack peace? They have the cars, they have the money, they have the job, they have all the things that someone else on the outside will be looking at saying, I want that. When I get that, I'll be successful. But yet they don't have the peace. Hey, welcome to the Hope Is Not Enough podcast. My name is Mansfield Key III, known to most as OP Key. Now today, oh my God, I'm so excited. I want to talk about this C word called character. Hope is not enough, but we still got to have character with whatever it is we're trying to do. I heard a quote that said, don't allow your gift to put you in a place where your character cannot keep you. Character is so important. And I want to ask you a question. Do you know anyone who looks successful, appear to have the things that a successful person will have, but yet it looks like they lack peace? They have the cars, they have the money, they have the job, they have all the things that someone else on the outside will be looking at saying, I want that. When I get that, I'll be successful. But yet they don't have the peace. Sometimes the character that's being built on the journey to where we're going is the thing that we need while we're growing. Character. I start with a three-letter word called ACE. Attitude, character, effort. Have anybody ever told you you have an attitude? Whether they said it in a positive way or a negative way. Because you can have a positive attitude and you can have a negative attitude. But when somebody say you have an attitude, they mean a certain thing when they say that. So when we say attitude, meaning how you act, character is who you are when no one's looking and when everyone's looking. Sometimes the thing that happens that people are all shocked about, it's just revealing something that's been happening that no one knew about. Meaning that I couldn't believe that he did that. I couldn't believe that she would do that. When actuality, it's just revealing the character that was already there. And then the E is the effort. Attitude, character, effort. You know, I was watching a motivational speaker give a talk for an Institute Day of the school system, and he had a ketchup bottle. Phenomenal. He had a ketchup bottle, and he says Dad gave him the ketchup bottle, and he squeezed it, and mustard came out. I said, oh my God. And he said, son, I want you to always remember that. He said, remember that you had mustard in the ketchup bottle? He said, no, remember that when the pressure is on and you get squeezed, there's what's on the inside will come out on the outside. And that's character. When the pressure is on, that's when the character is going to come out. And when you understand that your character is who you are when no one's looking, see, I'm going to give you 5 reasons on why character is so important. Number 1, character will outlast talent. There's some people who are very talented, who have the skills, who have the ability, who have all of that. But at the end of the day, their character and who they are, phenomenal on stage. But what if I told you it's possible? I remember when I first started dating my wife, we would have a great time. I mean, we would flirt, we would talk, we would date, we would do all of that. But at some point, when I realized that I really liked her, I had to make that commitment. If you've been watching us, you've been checking us out, I want to ask you to go ahead and make that commitment. Hit the subscribe button so you can let the algorithm know whenever we're on, you can check us out. Because hope is not enough. You still got to have it. Let's go back to the episode. To be a public success and a private failure. Meaning that in public, you look so successful. I've been there. I'm that guy. I've looked so successful, looked like I had it all together, just to go home and my lights were turned off. And everybody was like, man, PK, how are you? Didn't realize that the character of who I was behind closed doors was more important than who I was portraying to be when everyone was looking. So character, number one, character is built before you get on the scene. That's number two. Number one, character before talent, meaning that you can have the talent, but character is going to outlast that. I started with a quote, and I said, don't allow your gift to put you in a place and put you in a position to where your character cannot keep you. How many people we know who rose to the top? I don't have to call any names, whether they're a great golfer or a great basketball player or a phenomenal presidential candidate, whatever the position is. What happens when you become the public success and then you become a private failure? So character outlasts talent. Character is built before you get on the scene. The third thing, which I talked about the ketchup, character is what comes out when the pressure is on. When he squeezed that bottle and mustard came out, but they thought it was going to be ketchup, that was that character being pushed out. Number four, character also determines the capacity of your ability to grow. We all know someone who's phenomenal at certain things, but then for some reason, they never reached that level that they could go to based on their talent because of their character. There were certain things that I couldn't do when I had a mentality that was here. It's like having aspirations to play in the NFL, but I got a Pee Wee Pop Warner kid work ethic. Meaning that you could have the talent, but the character got to be here. So I want you to look at what and who are you or are we becoming while we strive to get that thing that we're trying to get. Because you can get it. You can be successful. You can make it. You can get the money. You can get the house. You can get the cars. You can get the platform. You can get the followers. You can get the likes. You can get all of that. But what do you do when you get that? And it's something on the inside that's still not satisfied because of the character. I started out with asking a question. Do you know someone who looks successful, who have the things that successful people have, but it seems like they have no peace? Today, it's all about character. Who are we becoming? Who are we around that's shaping the character that we have? Because I could act a certain way, but when I get around a certain group, do I become like the chameleon and act like them? And that could be good or bad depending on who they are. But I want to encourage you. Character. Number one, character will outlast talent. Number two, character is built before you get on the scene, meaning you're building character behind closed doors before you get in public. So don't become a public success and a private failure. Number three, character is what pushes the pressure. The pressure pushes the character out. Number four, do you have the capacity to reach the level that you're trying to reach, not just with the talent and the gifts, but also with the character? And then number five, I remember when I first started dating my wife, we would have a great time. I mean, we would flirt, we would talk, we would date, we would do all of that. But at some point, when I realized that I really liked her, I had to make that commitment. If you've been watching us, you've been checking us out, I want to ask you to go ahead and make that commitment. Hit the subscribe button so you can let the algorithm know whenever we're on, you can check us out. Because hope is not enough. You still got to have it. Let's go back to the episode. Who you are will leave a legacy. Yes, you could do a lot of things. You could build a lot of things. But who you are when it's over is who they're going to remember. I started out with ACE. Attitude, character, effort. Attitude is how we act. Character is who we are. Effort is what we put forth. We talk about hope and hope not being enough. But hope gives you motivation. And motivation is what drives effort. And effort produces results. You don't get the results if you don't put forth effort. You don't put forth effort if you don't have any motivation. And you don't have any motivation if you don't have hope. But just having hope is not enough. You also got to have the character to go with the hope. So this week, the word is character. Who are you becoming in the process of going where you're going and doing what you're doing? Until next week, remember, hope is not enough, but you still got to have it.
Having positive expectations, helping other people excel in every situation. But you need more than hope just to make it happen. But you have to have hope just to make it happen. Yeah. Hope is not enough. It'll never be enough. No. Hope is not enough. No. It's not enough.